What do women really mean when they call fit older men intimidating? Intimidating is the word many women use when a man's physical presence creates a feeling of power that they did not choose but still feel. A fit older man triggers a special kind of attraction that mixes strength, life skill, awareness of value, and clear proof that he understands patience and self control. These are things that skip logic and go straight to deep, natural instincts about choosing a strong partner. Intimidating often means you feel out of my range. There is a quiet difference between being seen and being deeply felt. Most men chase being seen. They try to buy attention, hunt for praise, or beg for approval from people who never earned the right to judge them. But when a man moves with calm confidence, when his presence feels steady and strong, women do not feel competition, they feel alignment. It is not that she thinks she can never have you, it is that she knows she would have to grow to truly stand near you. Intimidating is not rejection, it is recognition. It means your calm has weight, your silence has value, your energy feels rare, not the kind of rare you can buy, but the kind you must build. When a woman calls a man intimidating, she is often admitting, even if she does not want to, that he has mastered something she is still learning: control, direction, emotional balance. There is a kind of conversation that does not depend on jokes or charm. A woman meets a man who does not rush to impress her. He watches, he listens, he speaks with purpose, not performance. Suddenly, simple talk feels heavy, words feel important, silence feels like a test she wants to pass. That is not fear, that is adjustment. That is her trying to match his level. And it is not the muscles alone that cause this. It is what those muscles stand for. Most men try to decorate the outside, hoping nice clothes and loud choices will hide a weak inside. They chase quick beauty, fast money looks, sudden gym goals, but nothing that lasts is born from hurry. What lasts is rhythm. The rhythm of doing the same hard thing again and again. The rhythm of showing up when nobody is watching. Discipline is the quiet mark of real power. It turns hope into reality. A fit man does not show off muscles. He shows proof of years of choosing effort over ease. That is not pride. That is structure in motion. Strong abs are not owned, they are rented, and the rent is paid every single day with effort, focus, and often boredom. But what that payment buys is influence, because people, especially women, know the difference between style and direction. Discipline does not only shape the body, it reveals the mind. It shows who can wait, who can plan, who can control desire. Younger men often rely on speed, not skill. Youth is loud. It moves fast, but does not always move smart. Many believe that being young means having the upper hand, faster bodies, more energy, less pain. But time teaches lessons that speed never can. A man who has stayed strong for many years has not just trained his body, he has trained his habits, his food, his rest, his thinking. That is endurance dressed as calm. Women do not count years. They feel life. They sense who is built to last. That is why a man who is still sharp, strong, and steady can outshine the quick shine of youth. His presence shows a life well managed, not just a body well cleaned. When a seasoned man quietly passes younger men during a run or workout, it is not just fitness, it is contrast. It shows effort as a way of life, not a short season. And women see that much faster than men think. Women watch effort, they notice self-control. Attention is easy to get. True attraction is not. Many men chase noise and mistake it for impact. But women are not drawn to noise. They are drawn to flow. They watch how a man handles pressure, how he stands in silence, how he breathes through stress. That is the language of control. Self-control does not shout. It whispers. It lives in restraint. The man who stays calm when others panic becomes the quiet center people lean toward without knowing why. When he listens instead of exploding, when his voice stays even while others rise, he builds trust without trying. A man who listens more than he talks during conflict does not lose power. He grows it. That kind of calm cannot be copied. It is trained through life. And when that calm comes with age, it breaks a hidden belief. It shows that strength does not fade, it deepens. Most men give up too early. They treat aging like a deadline instead of a path. Society slowly tells men that decline is normal, that slowing down is earned, that comfort is the reward. Too many believe this story. But the truth is simple. Age only controls those who stop fighting for themselves. Your body can be your quiet protest. When it is trained, fed well, and respected, it sends a message. I am still choosing my life. Women read that message instantly. If he still moves strong, he still thinks strong. Strength in motion tells the world you are still writing your own rules. There is nothing more confusing to a young woman than seeing her father's friend look better than her boyfriend. That kind of surprise bends the mind, and what bends the mind often attracts the heart. But the real shock is not the body, it is what the body proves. It proves that discipline works. It proves that time does not win by default. Many men let society tell them what maturity should look like. Slower, softer, quietly giving up. This idea is taught again and again until it feels normal. But when a man refuses to wear that costume, something special happens. He becomes proof that another way is possible. Being different is not rebellion, it is growth. It shows that leadership is not about force, it is about example. Staying fit past the expected age shows others that discipline does not die. It grows, it adds interest. When you break expectations, you do more than inspire. You reset the standard. Men watch with respect, even if they do not say it. Women watch with curiosity, even if they do not explain it. They see a man who did not quit on himself. A fit older man carries stories in his posture. His walk says he has faced pain and kept going. His eyes say he has seen loss and stayed steady. His calm says he has learned what matters. That is intimidating, not because it is scary, but because it is rare. Many people have never met someone who truly controls himself. Intimidation in this sense is not fear, it is pressure to rise. It is the feeling that being near someone better asks you to be better too. Some people love that feeling, some run from it, but no one ignores it. A woman who calls a man intimidating is often standing at a crossroads inside herself. Part of her is drawn, part of her is unsure. She feels that being near him would change her, and change always feels risky. So when you hear that word, do not hear insult. Hear respect wearing a nervous mask. Hear desire mixed with doubt. Hear recognition spoken through hesitation. A fit older man does not try to scare anyone. He simply lives in a way that shows what is possible. He does not shout his value. He walks it. And for many, seeing someone live with that much order, patience, and strength is powerful. Powerful things always feel a little intimidating. People start to notice without you ever announcing it. Over time, the world slowly begins to read your hard work as authority. That is why fitness is not only about how you look on the outside, it is also about how reliable you appear to be. It shows people that you can be counted on. Number 7 is about how commitment sends a clear signal of trust and reliability. Too many men believe commitment only starts and ends with romance, as if it is a promise meant only for another person. But real commitment begins as a promise you make to yourself and continue to keep every single day. You can see this promise in your daily routines, in how you train your body, in how you use your time, and in how you show up even when your motivation is low. A man who stays steady in his habits gives off a strong sense of balance. Women often read that balance as reliability, and co-workers read it as credibility. The world trusts people who are steady in their actions, not just in their words. A man who never skips his training days usually does not miss his deadlines either. A man who treats his mornings like important meetings with himself treats his whole life with purpose. That is what separates a dependable man from an impulsive one. But being consistent only matters if it shows up in every part of your life, not just in one area. Consistency across your whole life builds attraction in a quiet way. Many men split their lives into pieces. They are strict in the gym but careless with money. They are serious at work but distant at home. They are strong in their bodies but weak in their habits. This kind of split slowly destroys respect, even if no one talks about it out loud. The better way is simple, but not easy to live out. You must line everything up. Let the same discipline that builds your body also shape your words, your daily habits, and your choices. When every part of your life follows the same standard, you stop trying to act disciplined. You become disciplined. Consistency is proof that you have grown up. It shows you are no longer chasing praise or attention. When your tone, your money, your health, and your relationships all show the same steady control, people may start to call you intimidating. But in truth, that word becomes a hidden compliment. It is fear mixed with respect. Intimidation is attraction mixed with fear. Many men hear the word intimidating and think it is something bad that must be fixed. So they start speaking softer, standing smaller, or hiding their skills just to seem easier to approach. But being intimidating is not an insult. It means your presence is strong. It happens when attraction meets uncertainty. Women often use that word when they feel drawn to you but are not sure how to handle the power of your presence. It is not just your size or your voice. It is the quiet confidence that does not beg for attention but still controls the room. That calm energy leaves people without emotional armor. It feels strange, but in a good way. When your confidence is quiet, it gives others space to think about themselves. And that thinking can make them uncomfortable. But that discomfort does something powerful. It creates curiosity. Fear of rejection often creates deeper interest. Most men spend their lives trying to make everyone feel comfortable. They rush to fill silence, agree too fast, and apologize just for being confident. But a man who is grounded knows that comfort is not the main goal. Being clear is more important. A steady man is not afraid of the space between interest and action. He understands that letting discomfort exist builds respect. Women respect men who do not chase approval because it makes them think about why they want approval in return. Sometimes one calm and confident no is stronger than 100 tries to please. It shows boundaries, self-respect, and control. That kind of control does not push people away. It pulls them in through mystery. When you reach this level, being called intimidating becomes a quiet reward you do not need to talk about. Most men try to make themselves smaller so others feel safe around them. They smooth out their sharp edges, hide their strength, and think being humble means shrinking. But real power does not need to say sorry. It only needs to be controlled. Own your energy. You earned it through effort and discipline. It did not come by accident. Intimidation is the sound left behind by self-mastery. It is what happens when your results speak louder than your excuses. It means you no longer need people to clap for you. You are not acting confident. You are living it. When your discipline speaks before you do, you are already ahead. Your presence becomes a quiet push for others to rise, not to compete. That is leadership hidden inside calm. People begin to trust what they can predict. They trust habits more than promises. They trust action more than talk. When you show up every day, even when it is hard, people notice. They may not say it, but they feel it. They see you as solid. They see you as someone who does not change with mood or weather. That steadiness becomes your signature. It tells the world that you are not ruled by feelings, but guided by purpose. Purpose makes people feel safe. It also makes them curious. They wonder how you stay so focused. They wonder what you know that they do not. That is where respect is born. Discipline is not loud. It does not beg for praise. It works quietly in the background. But over time, it becomes impossible to ignore. Your body changes. Your mind sharpens. Your choices become cleaner. People start to feel your presence before you speak. They listen differently when you talk. They watch how you move. They notice how you stay calm when others panic. That calm is rare. That calm is powerful. That calm is what people often call intimidating. You do not need to scare people to be intimidating. You just need to be real. You need to be steady. You need to be clear. When you are not chasing approval, people feel it. When you are not trying to impress, people see it. When you are not afraid to stand alone, people respect it. Even if they do not understand it, they feel it, and feelings often speak louder than logic. A man who controls himself does not need to control others. His life already shows the message. His habits speak. His silence speaks. His choices speak. He does not rush. He does not beg. He does not hide. He simply moves forward, one step at a time. That movement builds weight. That weight builds presence. That presence builds influence. Influence does not come from shouting, it comes from being solid. When people know what to expect from you, they feel safe around you, but they also feel challenged. They see what is possible, they see what discipline can build, and even if they never say it, they feel smaller next to someone who is fully in control of himself. That feeling is not hate, it is not anger, it is respect mixed with fear, it is admiration mixed with doubt. It is attraction mixed with uncertainty. That is why intimidation is not something to run from. It is something to understand. It means you are growing. It means your standards are high. It means your life is starting to show the results of your choices. It means you are no longer blending in. You are standing out without trying. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. You do not need to make everyone like you. You only need to live in a way that makes sense to you. When your life has order, people feel it. When your words match your actions, people trust it. When your habits match your goals, people respect it. Over time, your discipline becomes your voice. Your routine becomes your message. Your calm becomes your power. And without saying a word, you become someone people notice, someone people watch, someone people talk about quietly. If you stayed until now, it shows you care about building yourself. It shows you care about discipline. Drop "discipline wins" in the comments to show you stayed to the end. Thank you for being here until the last moment. If you learned something today, press the like button. It helps more men find this message. Subscribe for daily ideas that make you stronger and more focused. Share this video with someone who is quietly working on becoming better. Thank you for watching. We have another strong video waiting for you on your screen. See you tomorrow.